Hello, gossip-loving history buffs. Today we are going to talk about the most talked about, most hated, yet historically style-defining name, Marie Antoinette. You know, the woman who famously said, "Let them eat cake." But what if I told you she never actually said that and it was just fake news invented to make her look like a monster in the eyes of the public? Today we are prying open the gilded gates of Versailles and entering this woman's wardrobe, bedroom, and wallet. How did that little girl from Austria turn into the most hated woman in France? If you're ready, put on your wigs, let's start. It all started when this little girl, barely 14, was sent to France by her mother, the Austrian Empress, as a peace pawn. But what a send-off. When she arrived at the border, the French told her, "Everything on you is Austrian. Take it all off." Yes, you heard that right. They stripped the girl naked and dressed her in French silk down to her underwear. Welcome gift. Trauma. Then she met the groom, Louis XVI. Louis was maybe a nice guy, but a total nerd. His only hobbies were fixing locks and hunting. And hold on tight, here starts the biggest gossip: 7 years. For exactly 7 years, this marriage could not be consummated, meaning no baby, not even sex. All the courts of Europe were discussing the French king's failure in the bedroom. Rumor had it Louis had a minor medical issue, phimosis, and was afraid of surgery. Imagine the pressure on Marie Antoinette. She was labeled the barren queen, yet the problem was her husband. Until her brother-in-law Joseph came and convinced Louis with a man-to-man talk, or maybe forced him into surgery, the poor girl just bit her nails in her room. If my husband isn't in bed, I'll throw myself into shopping. That was Marie Antoinette's logic. She suppressed her loneliness and boredom at court with the wildest shopping marathon history has ever seen. With her private designer Rose Bertin, considered history's first fashion designer, she started a new trend every day. Remember the hairstyles? Those giant buns called poofs. She had a model ship put inside her hair. Yes, she walked around with a warship on her head to celebrate the American War of Independence. Her hair was so high she couldn't fit through palace doors. They had to raise the roofs of carriages. And the disgusting part, flour and lard were used to create those hairstyles. While the public couldn't find flour for bread, the queen was plastering it on her head. That was the first spark of the public's hatred. She would lose millions, in today's money, knowing a single night of gambling. They gave her a nickname, Madame Deficit. She was in party like there is no tomorrow mode at Versailles. But even palace life wasn't enough for her. She was so disconnected from reality that she had a private artificial village built in the gardens of Versailles. This was a poorhouse Disneyland. The queen milked cows with porcelain buckets, herded sweet-smelling pre-washed sheep, and played dress-up in peasant girl costumes. While real peasants were starving to death, her playing poor was the straw that broke the camel's back. What about love? We said things were sour with her husband, the handsome Swedish officer. The correspondence between him and Marie Antoinette, heavily redacted and full of coded words. Historians still argue, was it just a platonic friendship or a passionate affair? Who entered the queen's private apartments through secret doors was never fully known. And of course, the diamond necklace affair, a fortune's worth of a necklace bought in her name without her even knowing. Someone scammed the queen, but the public said that wasteful woman spent the money again. She was innocent, but no one believed her. Once a reputation is tarnished, there's no going back. And the finale. The revolution knocked on the door. The Bastille was stormed, the palace looted. That spoiled fancy woman turned into a white-haired, prematurely aged woman in a damp prison cell. During her trial, the most disgusting accusation thrown at her was incest with her own son. Marie Antoinette dropped the Queen Act at that moment and, just as a mother cried out to the courtroom, "Nature refuses this. I appeal to the conscience of all mothers here." At that moment, even the hostile women in the room pitied her, but the end was inevitable. October 16, 1793. As she walked to the guillotine, she stepped on the executioner's foot. And do you know what her last words were? "Pardon me, sir, I didn't do it on purpose." That is Marie Antoinette, neither an angel nor a demon. Just a shopaholic, slightly naive but tragic figure born at the wrong time in the wrong place. She didn't say let them eat cake, but history fed her a very bitter cake. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and answer the question in the comments. Do you think Marie Antoinette was a villain or a victim? See you in the next historical gossip.